Mark Murphy, Boston Herald. Can you talk about the change in energy from the first half going into that third?
Yeah, it was amazing. This sometimes just a game. Emotionally, just as a coach, you really don't know sometimes. And I don't know we weren't right in the first half. You can just feel it. I thought, Philly was playing well. It was one of them, but. We just, it was funny. You could see all our guys. They were looking at each other every time someone made a shot, and just wasn't I don't know. I won't get corny, but it's like the Celtic spirit. It wasn't there. I talked about it a couple times, in timeouts, and I just told our coaches we just gotta somehow get through this half and just see if we can just gather them back. And listen, they were ready. Third quarter, I thought whatever happened, they got out of it. And then I thought we got to playing. I will say this, I thought the first half, doing that stretch, we stayed in striking. We kept scoring. The 10 points by the Steamer in the first half, or the 6 points, whatever he had, was big. Just all the little baskets just to keep us around. Because it's strange to say, but you felt like there was a chance early on that they could stretch this game if we didn't get it right.
Bob Schron, Palmer Journal. Doug said that they went up 6 points and then they missed, Andre missed 2 foul shots.
Yeah.
He felt that was a turning point.
Yeah, I don't know what the turning point was, honestly. You could say the foul call on Kevin. I thought from that point on, we exploded. It was, like I said, it was one of those games we needed something to ignite us together. And I don't know if that didn't do it. I don't know what did it, but something did it. And once we started playing right, then we played very well.
And Doc, one clarification to follow from Inquirer. Could you just talk about Bass's third quarter?
It's great. Paul was laughing. One of the things we keep trying to get Brandon to do is get to the second pick. He's open on the first one, but they recover out. But then when he swings it and get to the second one, and we keep telling him how many bigs want to show twice on the same pick and roll and then recover back out to you. And if they recover back out to you, they're out of control. You can shoot or drive. And I just thought he kept the game simple. In the second half, didn't try to do too much. He let the game come to him, and he trusted his teammates. Like throwing an extra pass to Rondo throwing it back. But again, and like I always say, it's a make-miss league. He made shots, and that was great. But I thought he played with the right spirit.
Doc, Bill Doyle, Worcester Telegram. Brandon obviously hadn't done a lot in the series in the fourth quarter. The last game he didn't hardly play. Had he been getting down on himself a little bit,
well, I don't know.
What was the difference then?
Well, the ball went in. That was one. But I thought the biggest difference was his energy. I thought he went after rebounds. He played, with a force. And I thought he just let himself go. I think players have that in the playoffs at some point. They get so caught up into themselves that they're not playing well. And I think to be a great playoff player, at some point you just got to let yourself go to the team and just go play. And everything else will take care of itself. And I thought he played very free tonight. And now we have to keep him there.
Dr. Mark D'Amico, Celtics.com. Obviously a great win for you guys tonight, but can you talk about the fact that momentum hasn't really carried on either side?
On either side. It's just been one of those series. It'd be nice to win 2 in a row. That would be true.
Steve Ballpark, Boston Herald. Dr. mentioned about the energy thing. Was it simply just an energy game? It didn't feel like the building for the players.
Well, the 7 o'clock games, clearly traffic is a factor here in Boston. Honestly, the game the other night, the 7 o'clock game, I looked up and half the stands are empty, and they're coming. I'm thinking, where are they? But I don't know. I thought Philly had great energy. I didn't think we did. I thought the beginning of the game, you could see they were free. They were playing with a great spirit. You could see that. Now, I didn't think we were matching that, so maybe it was just on our side.
Were you wondering whether some of your guys got caught in traffic?
No, mental traffic. you know, we may have been called into that.
Jared Weiss, CLNSRadio. We saw Kevin at the 4 a lot tonight, especially in the second quarter. Was the game plan to try to get him to get ISO post-ups on Brand and Allen?
Well, not really on Brand. The game plan was to get him post-ups. We didn't care who it was. You know, we didn't like the way we ended quarters the other night, and so we, you know, made the change to where we put Paul back on the floor with Kevin. In the other games, we've had Ray on the floor with Kevin, and so we just thought it gave us 2 pretty good offensive options with whoever else we had on the floor. And I thought Keon did a great job of just basically feeding Kevin, and that was good.
Doc, what do you think of Rondo's game? Not just picking the spots off.
I thought it was
but on the ball defensively.
I thought the second half was one of the best games he's had, in my opinion, this year for us. Because I thought it was more than just the basketball part of it. I thought his will, his leadership, we needed it, and he gave it to us. So in my opinion, I thought it was one of the best halves he's had. Whether he scored, I don't care what he did, he played with force. And he got us in our stuff. I could hear him barking at guys, demanding guys get into spots. And that's not something he loves doing. And so I told him that after the game. I thought that was as good of a leadership role that you had with us in the playoffs. He's had better games statistically, but I thought what he did was huge for us because, like I said, we needed somebody to lead us. And I thought he did a great job with that.
Doc, 9 of their first 21 points were second chance. Were you thinking, here we go again? And from that point, it just was an effort that was finally kicked in the way you wanted it?
Well, you know, it's not just effort. I wish it was just that simple for us. You know, some is, you know, just the right mental toughness and spirit. Some is they kept cracking us off the dribble. And our bigs kept helping. And, you know, that's how you break your defense down because eventually you're basically going to say, I'm not going to help anymore. Because my guy keeps getting the rebound. And we just kept telling our bigs, you keep doing your job, we'll stay on the guards to start doing their job, and everything will work out.
Not to bring up a sore subject, Doc, but you guys have had not a really good track record closing out series.
Thank you, Peter. That's just terrific.
I like that letting me ask.
Yeah, well,
could you just talk about that? I mean, the challenge going in.
Well, it's not going to be easy. Listen, this series is hard. They're a good team. They're an athletic team. You know, every minute you think like we're leaking oil physically. And so we got a quick turnaround here, and we're going to have to be ready. But I just want us to play the right way every minute. And if we do that, you know, I don't know if we'll win or not, but we'll be good.
Final questions? Bob?
Bob Ford, Philadelphia Inquirer. Speaking of that quick turnaround, the first 4 games of the series were in rapid fire. Now you guys get 2 days off and you have legs in the second half of the game. Coincidence or something more?
No.
And what about putting that out of your head come Wednesday?
Well, we're going to have to. You know, like again, we don't have the luxury to practice tomorrow. We couldn't if we wanted to. So it's just what we've gone through. The good thing for this group, honestly, we've done this all year. We've kind of been a makeshift group all year, and so it's not a distraction. I will tell you that it really isn't. Our guys are they're very professional about it. You know, we'll go to shoot around and work on some stuff, and then go play a game. Thanks, guys.